Alright folks, we just ordered this Tow and Stow adjustable ball mount. You can see the details of it right there. So the issue is I got this Ram 3500 and it's four-wheel drive, and you can see by the gap between the tire and the bed, it's a little bit higher off the ground than normal. And we've got our hitch back here, and you can see that the hitch itself is 2 feet off the ground. And then you put a ball on top of that, it'd be about 26 inches high. I've got a car hauler or utility trailer over there, and it needs to be about 19 to 20 inches off the ground. And I've got a car hauler around back that needs to be about 15 or 16 inches off the ground. So this hitch right here is a little too high. So we're going to unbox this and hook it up and see what kind of heights we can get out of it and see if it's going to work for us. Alright, so we're going to open this up and see what we got inside. Alright, it looks like what we were expecting. Wow. No assembly required. That's all already together. So let's see if we can figure this out. And it looks like it does come with an instruction manual, so we should be able to figure this out. Alright, so we just flipped through this manual here, and it's really pretty cool. It's got, you know, all the different information you need, and shows you how to adjust your hitch and stuff. It even talks about if you need to flip it around and invert it to make it taller, like if you were in a ditch or something when you backed in and needed to increase height, you can reverse it. And then it's got places for you to record your different information, so you can calculate your weight and towing and stuff. And then it even comes with some grease here for you. They give you that, and talk about other sort of stuff, and there are other products. I guess they got something for towing motorcycles, which might come in handy too. So anyway, nice little good packaging here. Looks like quality product. Alright, so we're going to see if we can figure this thing out. Obviously this is going to go in here, which means this has got to flip around. So we're going to pull out this pin, and that pin rotates this. We don't need to do that right now. So we'll put that pin back. So I need to pull these pins out so that I can take this, flip it over. Now, one of the things I was concerned about was whether or not this could be stolen or locked, and obviously anybody can take these pins out. My question is, could I replace those pins with a locking pin? And my label here is getting in the way. So let me peel that off. But it looks like, well, that fits through there, but it doesn't give me enough length to lock, so I'd have to find a longer locking bolt. But at least the diameter is the right diameter. Alright, so these pins so these pins are going to need to go through. I'm going to hold off on putting the pins in. I'm going to hold off on putting these in until I get done playing with it. So you can see there, my height is 26 inches. And remember, I need to get down to about 20 inches at least for my one trailer. So that's 24 inches. Not enough. And that is all the way down. It's a little high. And when I say it's all the way down, it also is so far down that the other pin isn't fitting in here. So this particular trailer hitch is not going to work for me. I'm going to need one that has more clearance up and down than what this one has. So we're going to send this back and exchange it for a new one. Alright, so we returned our other one and got this one here, and you can see it's the 8.5 inch drop, 9 inch rise. So hopefully this will get us the range that we need. It's the longest one they've got, so it's going to have to work. We're going to pull our pins. Now, I mentioned that the lock was not long enough to replace these things with, but I've ordered a 4-inch lock, and we're going to see if we can replace these with the locks. But they haven't come in yet. Oh, that's spider web. Thought it was a scratch.
I did too.
All right. And then we can change our balls out there. Yeah, I think I had the three ball one, but now I've got a 2 ball. I don't know if that's going to work. I may have to return this sucker too. Alright, so we're looking for 16 inches, and we got 16 inches there, and then I'd like to be able to get to 20 or 21. And yeah, we got 24 right there, so that gives us the range we were looking for. And then we'll just tuck this around in the back. It doesn't stick out quite as far. Alright, we got the lock on. So like I said, the only thing I don't like about that is somebody can come along while you're parked and just pull these pins out just to be butt heads. They can't get the hitch, but then you're left without those pins. So we're going to try to replace those with locks. Alright, so we got our new Stow and Go, and this should be a 3-ball hitch, and it is. Now this one is kind of dusty. I don't know if it's just been sitting around for a while or what, but at any rate, I really don't care. It's going to get dusty anyway. This here's our regular hitch lock. Now, I ordered some of these that are a little bit longer, about ½ an inch longer, to see if it'll replace these pins. But first we're just going to put our regular hitch lock in. So I think I'm going to have to lower this because it's hitting up against my hooks and it isn't allowing this to go in all the way. Alright, got the lock in. Alright, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to test to make sure I've got my height range that I want. Really, I need to put in 1 pin for that. The one that goes low is 16, and that's 17, so that's pretty close. And I wanted to go as high as 24, and I can go as high as 26 almost. So we got the height range that we needed. So now the next question is, can I use these locks instead of the pins? You always have to end up taking these labels off because the tolerance is such that the label gets in the way of putting these pins in and out. Alright, it looks like that will work. Yep, there we go. Okay, so we can use, and I got 3 of these to replace all 3 pins. We can use these locks instead of the pins, because otherwise somebody can just be a butthead, come over here, pull this pin, pull that, and you're just kind of out of luck, right? And they just walk away with this or throw it in the river or the weeds or whatever. So I really don't like that idea. So I'm going to use these extra long locks. The regular locks won't work, but these extra long ones will. And I'll put a link in the description so you can find the right ones. Alright, so good deal. I like this thing. Of course, now I got these pins and these clips that I have no use for. I'll figure something out. Or maybe I'll just leave them in the truck. In case we ever sell it, I'll sell it without the locks. And we'll put the pins back in. And then if I need to buy a new one, I'll have the locks for it already. Sounds like a plan. So the other thing we're going to do is we're going to color code these with some nail polish remover. You put it on the locks, you put them on the keys, and then that way you don't have to keep trying to figure out which one's which. Alright, so we got some fingernail polish on these things so we can tell which ones are which.